And on the cover, not the cover, but on page 33 of the Daily Mail, choices make you depressed, apparently. Too many choices make you regret more than you would have. If they'd just given you one option, you could have chosen that. But if you have too many...
Do you know what? I totally concur. I think the more... all we ever hear is, you know, we need more choice. Why do we need more choice? You know, Mal wasn't necessarily wrong. Everyone wearing the same. It would make life so much easier.
But when women threw themselves at you, did that depress you? Guess not. So, and the last story is...
During the break, he goes, "You're getting married? You're getting married?"
I know.
Oh, Matthew, you are actually camper than Scott.
Please. And you're getting married, which means you're available. So, because when you get married, the sex is over. Unless you're gay, apparently. So, the Sun has got a story here called Holden Balls, about a woman who held Beckham's testicles at a press lunch in Milan. She's an Italian journalist who's working for a reality show called The Hyenas, which I couldn't pronounce when I read it aloud, because I'm thick. And she took her glove and grabbed him and said that his testicular area and penile area is much smaller than he claimed.
Is that what
So she felt as though she'd been lied to. But that's by Italian standards. And being Italian, I can tell the average size is...
No, I don't think we want to
no, you know, yeah. So, I've done this kind of research myself, very hands-on, and it...
Do you wear rubber? No, I don't want to know about rubber gloves either.
No, yeah. And anyway. But I mean, who needs him to be well endowed? I mean, look at, he is a beauty. He is.
He is a beauty.
David Beckham? Yeah.
No,
not your type.
Well, look at me. I dress like a, small boy. I should have worn a hat. Who cares what I think, eh?
And in some chat rooms, that's very desirable. But I think, thank God for the internet, you might meet someone. But I think, really. In modern day, he's a god, pretty much. Don't you think? Do you feel jealous?
I don't know.
Do you?
That's how he used to speak, isn't it? No, he talks like this. What have you got, Cal?
I just want to go home. I've got serious stuff, which I'm sure you're going to make a mockery of. I've got the Times. It's about rickets. Anything? No. It's basically...
Standing for the Tories.
The thinner, the better, right?
Adam Ricketts.
In a burqa, that's my
He asked me to be friends with him on Facebook.
Come on, jog on.
Anyway, sorry. It's basically, experts are saying that the children are spending far too much time playing computer games and staying in. They're not getting enough vitamin D from the sun, and actually it's causing an increase in rickets, which 50 years ago was hardly seen at all. Regular doses of cod liver oil and a bit of vitamin D from the sun, and they're just basically saying it's coming back and it's a worry. But I'm a bit kind of...
That sounds homeopathic.
Do you think?
Treatment. Well, what you just said, cod liver oil and sun, homeopathic treatment. No.
That's not a homeopathic treatment because it contains cod liver oil.
OK. Anyway, rickets, done. Next.
OK. Daily Mail. 9 in 10 food allergy cases are all in the mind. It's quite... Basically, a lot of Britons believe that if they're told they're intolerant to wheat or dairy, or they're now saying actually they actually haven't got a problem. No. A lot of them just believe what they've been told and they're reading in books.
It's worth stressing, is it not? There's a difference in an intolerance and an allergy, and I mean a proper allergy when you have the anaphylactic shock. It's life-threatening.
No, exactly, completely. So, but there are cases of people being intolerant to foods, but there's a lot of things like celebrities writing books going, I can't take dairy, I can't. And actually, it's more about diet fads.
And you ask them, have you actually seen a doctor?
Have you seen a doctor, or have you had a proper test instead
MD
of
doctor?
Exactly.
And has he told you or she told you this? And they always say no. I went to see my homeopath, and they said...
Well, dairy makes me bloat up and get a bit farty. Is that an allergy and intolerance? Do you know?
That's normal. What happens if you eat too much yogurt?
Right. Time.
Daily Mirror. It's about the fact that the BBC are, whether they are or not, the National Television Awards the other night. Most of the things were won by ITV. It was all X Factor, Coronation Street, blah blah blah.
From Stephen Fry,
Genuine
Stacey.
Exactly. So actually, I think.
What about the Channel 5 shows? Where were they? Eh?
I know exactly.
Loose Women, Best Factual Show. Eh?
I think it's just an absolute. They obviously had nothing to talk about in the National Television Awards are rubbish.
I
And
want
the
to talk
Daily
about the
Mail.
break from Coronation Street when he got his award.
Which one? I don't watch it because I just cannot bear that programme. Well, I can't. I've been to it once and it was one of the most boring nights of my life. Right, Daily Mail.
Did you win?
I wasn't up for anything. I just went for free booze. That's when they used to have drinks. Now they don't. So what's the point?
They don't serve booze?
Now you have to sit there and be like normal and everything. Get it? Daily Mail. Right. This is what we're talking about. This painting was deemed too risque for daytime TV. Basically, she's got her left nipple out.
It's shocking. I'm appalled.
Shocking. It was considered a little bit racy.
About Channel 4's art school they had on at
exactly,
lunchtimes, which was full nudity, everything.
Really?
A bit of a left
everything.
breast.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? I'm not going to get on the BBC then, am I? Never going to happen. That's
Finally,
it.
Mr. Gorman, what do you have?
Well, I think Gail's just promised to get them out. I'm not sure. But anyway, in the Daily Mirror... Daily Mirror...
Don't do it towards Scott. What an absolute waste of time.
I give him a cup of milk at the same time.
Just concentrate on you, Mr. Gorman, please.
Daily Mirror, it's a survey about crime, and basically crime figures are down, which, if you read the papers, you'd be surprised by normally. But violent offences are down 4%.
Is he a criminal because he's got a hoodie, do you think?
Probably, I imagine. He's looking at someone's windows. That must be proof. 4% down on violent offences. Burglary is down 8%. Robbery is down 9%. Car crime down 20%.
Could this have anything to do with the fact that people just don't bother reporting burglaries, crime?
I'm not sure.
Muggings
because
anymore?
this is based on a survey of people as well as police reports and things. So it's knife crime down 12%, knife point robberies down 16%. There are some things which are up. Gun crime's up 3%, sex offences are up 5%, and personal theft is up 7%. But generally, crime is down 8%, and especially in economic circumstances where we think there's more poverty and that would normally lead to more crime. That's actually really encouraging news. So well done, everybody.
I guess the poor are getting lazy again.
In the Independent, I'm really trying to race through these.
Got to keep on them all the time, I got to tell you.
Scott, I've got people in my ear telling me to hurry up, and this is your favourite story, so let me get to it. This is Scott's favourite story of the day. It's a pair of Russian ice skaters who did a dance in their sort of regional championships, and they did it dressed as Aborigines with outfits on to darken their skin with supposed sort of body paint on. And the Aborigines, I don't know why they were watching Russian TV and ice dancing, but they're quite offended by this, which is... I think it's actually, it's done innocently, but I had a friend who used to be a geographer for Microsoft, and his job was to go through the kind of the global output of that company and try and make sure it was culturally sensitive in every region.
Right.
And in Russia, they obviously don't think that's offensive. But to me...
skating is so camp. They're just kidding.
Yeah, maybe that doesn't make sense to the Aboriginal culture. I don't know. They don't do much ice dance in Aboriginal culture. I know that much.
I don't think they have much of a sense of humour. There's no stand-up clubs in Aboriginal language.
There you go.
See?
Proof.
They haven't had a very funny time. No, exactly.
Really?
Nothing to laugh about.
Yeah, this was referred to by Kirsty before. You know when we used to have judges saying that girls in miniskirts were asking for it?
Yeah.
Well, it's in Indonesia, it's the clerics doing the same thing. In Indonesia, Muslim clerics have said they want a ban. They're demanding a ban on women having perms or straightening their hair, which claims that it invites moral danger.
So, is it perms or is it curly hair or straight hair?
You're not allowed to do either thing. It's absolutely not allowed to do either.
Cover it up.
This is the Fatwa Commission. I love the idea. It sounds like a government body. The Fatwa Commission have decided that this must happen. They've said that also punk haircuts and funky hairstyles and dreadlocks should all be banned.
So it really is about restricting the choice, freedom of expression and restricting women.
However, that is just the clerics, and the Deputy Secretary of the Commission said, for now, we are yet to make an institutional decision on this. So far, we have not seen strong evidence to ban it. So it is just a couple of oddballs in amongst that. This is my favourite thing, a picture. You know these posters that are going up with the Conservative Party? We can't go on like this.
Yeah.
A graffiti artist has had a go at one of them. He's an Elvis fan, obviously, because it now says, we can't go on like this with suspicious minds.
I love it.
Giving him the...
I love it. I love being British. I really do. That an Elvis fan could drag himself out of his home with a ladder and cane, risking prosecution to give the country a laugh.
Vandalism and graffiti is obviously wrong, except when it's as funny as that. Then it's suddenly OK.
Well done, then. Now then, after the break, would you marry a man who used to be gay? I know lots of girls, I really do, who've dated blokes who subsequently came out of the closet. But what about the other way round? What would you need, ladies, by way of reassurance? 0207 173 5555 is the number if you'd like to have a word on this. Maybe you've done it and married a man who used to be gay. If so, how's it going? That's Who'd Marry a Man Who Used to Be Gay. We'll find out on the other side of the break.
of these jazz musicians claimed they used to be gay? Ronnie Scott, George Melly or Humphrey Lyttelton? Find out after this short break.